But it should be fine, right? You guys don't mind it being later than usual? Turn on the light here. Yep, too bright. Too yellow. Turn that down a bit. Yeah, this thing is really bright that I bought. Okay, there we go. It's still on, but it's not as bright. Anyways, you guys saw the title of the video. You guys know what it's about. All right. So if you guys have known, a while back I told a story similar to the title, but this one is different than that story. I didn't really elaborate much on that story, so this time I'm going to elaborate a lot more and put in all the details of the story. So let's get started. 3 years back, it was a dark night. I just got off from my shift and I was walking home. I usually don't work the night shift, but I thought since the job application did say the night shift paid higher than the day shift, I decided to take that night shift twice a week. First night wasn't much. I left around 8 o'clock. It was up. And went home like nothing else. But this time, I worked until 10. Right after the store closes, I was going in to help with other people just to do their stuff for the night shift. And then the night shift ended around 11. So that's when I packed up my stuff and left. At the closing shift, I was the last one to leave the building. I was in the building all by myself. Nothing really happened, just make sure all the doors closed and everything was locked, and that everything is presentable for the next morning. I didn't really think much of it. So when I locked the door and I went outside, I looked, it was raining, and I'm like, oh great, this is what I get for the night shift? So it wasn't really the rain that bothered me. What really bothered me is how dark and how empty it felt. I never noticed that for the night, because I wasn't really out that much. At nighttime, of course. So then I was like, okay, this music isn't right for this anyway, it's just the start of the story. Yeah, this music isn't right. Let's start over. Alright, so the music over, should be good now. I don't know. Anyways. So there I was, taking a slow stride home, under the dimly lit night while the rain was pouring. I didn't think much of it. Looked around, didn't really see anything. I'm like, this is just every other regular night. Really wasn't much that different. You know, besides the occasional cars that zoom by, or the occasional sounds I heard of cars doing donuts, or honking, or the initial, screams of people at home watching horror movies. That wasn't until I saw up ahead. It was just about a few blocks away from my house. And with every few blocks there's a street light. And I realized the ones ahead of the street light, I see there's one that's broken. Then there's one that's lit. It usually isn't that difficult to find the lights that's broken because people don't usually fix those when they go out. But tonight I looked under the street light of the farthest one, just so I can see it. There was some sort of figure under the street light. I looked a bit and I couldn't quite put my tongue on it, but it looked off. Like there was something out of place. I didn't really think much of it, so I just kept on walking. About a good few minutes passed as I got closer. Then I realized what was so wrong about it. That figure under the streetlight isn't moving. He's been standing under that streetlight ever since I spotted him. And that was weird nonetheless. Then I got to right beside him, a few blocks down that way, and I kind of looked towards his direction. He was on his phone. So I'm like, okay, probably that's why. He's probably watching something or texting something or waiting for a call. So I didn't really think much of it. So then I kept walking. I look back every now and then and he seems to be in the same spot. So I put my ease aside saying, okay, it's probably just some random guy. And I didn't really think much of that. Made a little quick note of it and just went on with my day. Next time I had the night shift, it was another Tuesday when I closed at 11. This time, right before I was about to close the entire store for the night, a customer came up to me and said he's gonna check out some things. And I said, sir, the store's closed. He says, yes, I know, I'm sorry, I'm just checking out some things. So, with my better judgment, I let him check out some things. And when he went through the counter and I looked at him, and I'm like, hold on, I know, I saw you before. He's like, oh, did you really? I'm like, don't you live around the address I was at? He's like, yeah, I do. How do you know about that? And I'm like, well, I saw you under the streetlight. He's like, what streetlight? I'm like, well, last Tuesday when I worked the night shift, I was walking home and I saw you under the streetlight frantically texting on the phone. Is this the same phone, right? He's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't under the streetlight and I lost my phone. I just got this phone back because apparently someone found it. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I lost my phone one day before that, on Monday. How did you know? Maybe it was somebody else? So I thought, that's pretty strange. Maybe I mistake you for someone else. Sorry, sir. So I checked him out and he left, and I'm like, okay. Maybe I did really mistake him for someone else. I mean, all iPhones look the same these days. How am I supposed to tell which it is? But I swear, that very distinct background he had on his phone is the exact same background that other person had on his phone. So I decided not to do much of it. I saw the guy get in his car and drive off. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's probably fine. So then I did my usual walk home. Didn't think much of it, listened to some tunes, like usual. Talking to some people, saying, I'm coming home now, and all that. And when I got to that same corner again, that's when I froze. I saw it again. The same figure under the streetlight, but this time he wasn't hunched over like I was looking at his phone. He was standing straight up and looking away from me. And I'm like, okay, let me get a real good look at this guy when I get close. I need to see if it's the same guy. So I crept closer and I looked at what this guy looked like from the back. I'm like, I swear, this is the guy that was in my store earlier, and the same guy I saw again. So I thought he was being a little some harmless prank since I saw him on the street, like he decided to stand there. So I walked closer to him, and right before I got right next to him, I said, haha, very funny, you're trying to scare me. He didn't say a thing. I'm like, okay, dude, stop the act. I know it's you trying to creep me out because it's like really late right now. He still didn't say a thing. So I'm like, okay, let me walk around him to see. I walked around him. I looked, then I froze. This guy, or should I say this thing, wasn't what it was that I thought. This thing, let me just slow it down here. From behind, looked like a total normal human being. I didn't say anything about him that looked suspicious. But what really caught me off guard is that this wasn't a human. It was more of like a statue, because his face was glazed over and it looked dead serious. So I'm like, if this really is a statue, then why had I seen him looking down earlier the other day and now he's looking straight up? So So I did myself a little double check here. Waved my hand. I said, Earth to whoever this is, hello. And no response from the statue. I'm like, okay, so it really is a statue. Hold on, let me read the chat here. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry, when I usually tell stories, I don't usually read the chat. But thank you for subscribing. Thanks. Anyways. So I'm like, okay, it probably is really just a statue. Let me just leave. So I felt a little bit uneasy that day. And I walked home. And just a few blocks away from my home, I felt weird. Like I was being watched. So I looked behind me. And this time I see it. The statue is no longer on the streetlights. It has moved. A little bit too close for comfort. And I did a little double take and I looked at the statue again. Looking at it, I'm trying to see if it's alive. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Yes, this is a real story. Because I don't usually tell fake stories unless it's Saturday. Then I just do spooky encounters that I've read on the internet. Anyways, I'm looking at it, and this statue, it looked like real, but I can tell it's glazed over because his face doesn't change expression. And it doesn't look like it's breathing. So I'm like, okay, something's definitely going on here. I'm going to record myself in like third person with my phone like this so I can see behind me. And I was walking, I see this statue. It goes out of frame. And I look behind it, the statue hasn't changed positions. I'm like, okay. Something is definitely going on here. Maybe it's a prank, maybe someone's messing with me, or some other thing I don't want to say on camera right now. Ghosts. I've always been haunted. I don't even know how to get rid of this ghost situation. So I'm like, okay. Probably someone's messing with me. I mean, the statue looks like it's made of paper. Could be pretty easy to lift the weights of. So I kept walking. But I kept getting this eerie sensation I was being followed. I look back. The statue hasn't moved. And I'm like, okay. Let me pick up the pace. Because this statue, even though it's not close to me, it's really scaring me off. So I looked back. Make sure the statue's not moving. Then I picked up the pace a little bit. While holding my phone like this. I don't trust this statue. But the moment I put my phone out of the pocket, switched to third person, I saw the statue. I swear it moved. Like, it wasn't that far back anymore. Now it was closer. But, like, still far enough. But I'm like, okay, whatever's going on, it's going on creepy. So I kept recording in third person while I could see the statue. Statue hasn't moved. I got to my door and I put my phone out for a second, reached into my pocket, take out the key, jammed it in my door, opened it. I look back once more and then I see the creepiest thing anybody can see. A plastered face, a statue, sprinting at you at full speed. So I quickly went into my room, shut the door, locked it, and legit called 911 saying, like, I know this sounds crazy. There's a loose statue in my neighborhood and it was chasing me. Can you please come? So the police is like thinking I'm crazy and out of my mind. I just said, please come. I don't know what to do right now. So did a thorough investigation, didn't find anything. And then I'm like, okay, it's probably my imagination. Maybe I'm just tired. But then I turned on the news next day. It said, family of 3 murdered at night while sleeping. Suspect caught. Then the news showed a picture of the suspect. That's when my heart dropped. The picture of the guy on the screen has the exact same look. That plastered face. That was the statue. And not of all that, the creepiest thing was knowing that I could have been a victim too, because that same statue that was in that store, that was under that streetlight, was the exact same person on the screen. And I thought, I checked out that guy in my store. Didn't know I was 2 feet away from a murderer. So yeah, that's a little scary story right there, if you ever guys heard one. I don't know what's with me, or just in general, but like, what I'm saying is I'm just generally cursed to begin with. Like, I have no idea why, like, my life is all of roller coasters and stuff. Like, I would run into the most scariest things, maybe because I play with this thing a little too much. But like, other than this thing, I don't really have a reason why my life is all cursed and probably possessed. Anyways, yeah, that was a weird one. That's really all the scare I prepared for tonight. In other news, a lot of you have been questioning why my content has changed from me rapping for all the characters to me and my friends rapping for all the characters. Well, because I've been recently sick. I don't feel too well, and plus I got a better microphone now. This thing, I couldn't get it to work properly earlier than I realized there's actually a settings, so when you connect this into your computer, that changes the sound input, and I changed it to 100 max, and now it sounds better. So yeah, a lot of you were questioning that I recently made a post about a Genshin Impact I was doing, and people have been questioning, where is it at? And I'm like, I ran into some complications with the Genshin Impact, so I'm trying to get it out, but at the meantime, I'm putting out other songs that I've done during the past few days. I wonder, what is the song you guys want to hear about? Because I have a few lined up. Hold on a minute. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. It's raining outside. Why is it raining now? It wasn't raining this entire day. Why is it always raining when I tell scary stories? Why even? Why? Why is that always a thing? I'm not in Texas. I'm in California. Okay, maybe you might be like a few hours ahead of me, but I'm in Cali, not Texas. Water is more important than beer. What place are you in? I said I'm in California. You know, California, the one that's like shaped like a boot. Yeah, it's always raining when I tell scary stories for some reasons. Anyways, I have a few songs lined up that I'm gonna post. I'm not sure which one to post, like right now, because I'm in a bit of a predicament because I think it's normal that it's raining. Anyways, I have an EY Stream and Friends rap cipher done. I have a regular song done, and I have the Amazing Digital Circus rap done. Which one do you want to hear first? A regular song, EY Stream and Friends, or Amazing Digital Circus? I have 3 songs done that I was ready to post. I just don't know what to post about it. Which one do you guys want to vote for? The Australian Minecraft YouTuber, or the online show made by Glitch Productions, or just a regular song that's like any other day? Of course, I put on an auto-tune and a voice changer because I sound like Mother of Christ sick as hell when I recorded those videos. Trust me. when I'm sick, my voice does not sound like this. I'm on the road to recovery right now. I still don't sound 100%, but at least sound a little bit better than I did yesterday. I was like, I didn't have a voice yesterday. I was, oh my gosh. Even my cat didn't recognize me yesterday because I sounded so different. I'm not gonna give out my address. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying I live in Cali. That's like anywhere from Cali possible. For all you know, I could live on the ocean of California. I could live on the coast. So don't